How long have you been awkward for?
Since I came out the womb.
Just awkward from then.
Are we allowed to cut?
So, did Summer Walker just soft launch a whole new life strategy in front of the cameras? Or did the internet catch feelings over nothing? This is the same Summer who shattered R&B streaming records while canceling shows for anxiety, turned her breakups into platinum anthems, feuded with a hit producer she also dated, and lit up the timeline with that preferably white or gay assistant posting that had everybody heated. One minute she's the patron saint of messy honesty. The next, she's stepping out with a mysterious, older, special friend at the VMAs and feeding him cotton candy like a rom-com dad plot twist. Cute? Calculated? Both? Here's the hot take. Summer Walker isn't the chaotic mess people think. She's a chaos manager. The tours that stop, the relationships that explode on social, the album that reads like a 20-track note app apology and a subpoena rolled into one. The scandals don't derail her. Somehow, they fuel her. People say she overshares. I say she weaponizes transparency better than anyone in R&B. If you only know the headlines, baby daddy drama, matching face tats, ring camera rumors, cryptic posts, you're missing the actual game she's playing. Because behind every "what is she doing" moment is a move that keeps her name sticky, her story louder than the backlash, and her music converting pain into numbers. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why the internet has Summer all wrong, why the broken, shy songbird story never told the whole truth, and how the controversies you think hurt her brand actually built it. Brick by messy brick. Buckle up. This gets juicy fast. Before she was the internet's favorite chaos magnet, Summer Marjani Walker was just a quiet Atlanta kid, teaching herself guitar on YouTube tutorials between cleaning jobs. No label backing, no fancy studio, just determination, a mop, and Wi-Fi. Born April 11th, 1996, she grew up in a house split between a British father and an American mother, learning early how love could unravel. That tension, love versus loss, shows up in almost every lyric she's ever written. While other teens were worrying about prom, Summer was hustling 2 gigs, running a small cleaning business by day and dancing at Atlanta clubs by night. And here's the twist. The same city nightlife that paid her rent ended up funding her dream. Between shifts, she'd sit backstage with a secondhand guitar, practicing chords until her fingers ached. Eventually, her raw, unfiltered covers started circulating online. Haunting vocals, scratchy phone audio, pure emotion. Fate stepped in through a strange coincidence. A studio manager also named Summer Walker from the label Love Renaissance, LVRN, stumbled across her videos and decided to find her. That discovery led to a contract with LVRN and Interscope Records in 2017. From scrubbing floors to signing deals, the come-up was fast. A year later, she dropped her mixtape Last Day of Summer and its viral single, Girls Need Love, a blunt anthem for women tired of half-effort relationships. When Drake jumped on the remix in 2019, the co-sign catapulted her from underground cult favorite to Billboard darling. But with fame came the first taste of chaos, the kind that would soon become her brand. Misconception. Why people think she's just an authentic R&B artist. To the casual listener, Summer Walker looks like the last person you'd accuse of being calculated. She's barefoot on stage, soft-spoken in interviews, talking about social anxiety, herbs, and energy cleansing. Her fans see her as that rare, real one in an industry of PR polish, a woman who refuses to fake smiles or rehearse sound bites. And honestly, that's part of the brilliance. Summer built an empire off appearing unbothered by empire. Her stripped-down Instagram lives, her raw voice cracks, her honest rants about motherhood, they all make her feel accessible. It's why fans line up to call her the Erykah Badu of Gen Z, like she's channeling old-school soul through new-age chaos. When she canceled 20 out of 29 shows on her first big tour, fans didn't immediately turn on her. They sympathized. She wasn't lazy, she was anxious. When she made teary confessions about not wanting to hug strangers, or when she breastfed her baby on Instagram, people said, "That's just Summer being authentic." Her music sealed that perception. Over It and Still. Over It didn't sound like PR curated heartbreaks. They were voicemail level personal, the kind of lyrics you'd send at 3 a.m. and instantly regret. Songs like Playing Games or Body made listeners feel like they were snooping through someone's actual breakup diary. So, fans assumed she wasn't about fame, she was about feelings. They saw a shy, heartbroken girl trapped in a loud world, not realizing that messy vulnerability was also a strategy. Because while everyone was busy calling her misunderstood, Summer was quietly turning every rumor, every headline, and every heartbreak into platinum. The misconception? That she's a free-spirited soul who stumbled into fame by accident. The truth? She knows exactly how to make you believe that, and that's what makes her unstoppable. Main scandals and controversies. Here's where the authentic R&B queen story starts to crack, and where Summer Walker's life begins to sound more like a headline playlist than an album. Let's start with the tour meltdown. In 2019, Summer's Over It tour was supposed to be her victory lap, the big I made it moment. Instead, it turned into a viral case study on Burnout. Out of 29 dates, she canceled 20. The reason? Severe social anxiety. Now, in theory, people support mental health breaks until their concert gets canceled. Fans dragged her online, calling her lazy and ungrateful. She went on Instagram, shaky voice and all, trying to explain that the fame machine was draining her. But the internet wasn't kind. The same fans who loved her vulnerability started doubting if it was real, if her anxiety was just a convenient excuse. Then came the London on Day track saga. What started as a producer-artist dream team turned into a full-on soap opera. He gave her hits like Playing Games, but also, allegedly, plenty of heartbreak. Their relationship was on again, off again, and always online. Summer accused him of being controlling, manipulative, and an absent father once their daughter, affectionately called Bubbles, was born. She didn't just subtweet him, she wrote an entire album as revenge. Still over. It wasn't subtle. Songs like Fourth Baby Mama and Toxic felt like open letters with names redacted in Sharpie. She aired their dirty laundry with the precision of someone who knew exactly how much the public loved watching drama unfold in real time. But just when the internet thought she'd learned her lesson in love, Summer went and tattooed her new man's name on her face. His name was Larry, stage name LVRD Pharaoh. They'd been dating for only a few months before they both inked each other's names on their faces. Cute, but terrifying. And right on cue, the relationship imploded less than a year later, while she was pregnant with twins. The internet didn't let that one go quietly. Then there was the assistant job posting, the one that had Twitter ready to riot. Summer posted that she was looking for a new assistant, preferably white or gay, because she was tired of attitude. Social media went nuclear, calling it discrimination. Summer fired back saying people twisted her words, she just wanted professionalism. But the damage was done. Suddenly, the relatable Solstice was trending for all the wrong reasons. Of course, we can't forget Lil Meech. In 2023, Summer started dating the BMF actor, and the relationship turned dramatic fast. Ring camera footage surfaced allegedly showing him walking into another woman's house, and Summer went off. Subtweets, deleted posts, shade room headlines. The internet was fed. Within weeks, it was over, and Meech became another entry in Summer's ever-expanding X-Files. And just when people thought the plot couldn't twist any further, she popped out at the 2025 VMAs feeding cotton candy to an older white gentleman and calling him her special friend. Fans lost their minds. Was it love? Was it trolling? Or was it Summer's latest rebrand before her next album drop? At this point, it's hard to tell if the chaos follows her or if she's the one pulling the strings. Because every scandal, every viral meltdown, every girl, what are you doing moment somehow ends up boosting her streams. And that's when people started asking, maybe the drama is the brand. Fallout and consequences. By now, Summer Walker's name wasn't just a trending topic, it was a lightning rod. Every decision she made, every post she shared, every tear she cried online became an open invitation for public judgment. The first wave of backlash came from the tour fiasco. When she cited social anxiety as the reason for canceling shows, empathy turned to skepticism overnight. People who had once praised her vulnerability started calling her a diva in disguise. Memes labeled her anti-social Walker. Every time she tried to explain herself, it just fueled another round of think pieces questioning whether she was too fragile for fame. Then came the London on DA track drama fallout. Fans took sides like it was a custody battle for R&B itself. London supporters painted her as bitter and ungrateful, while her die-hard fans crowned her a feminist hero for airing out her pain. Either way, the relationship that should have been private became tabloid scripture, dissected lyric by lyric, post by post. The irony? The more chaos surrounded her, the higher her streaming numbers climbed. Still Over It debuted with record-breaking numbers, proof that pain still sells better than perfection. But fame mixed with constant exposure has a cost. Every controversy made it harder for people to separate the artist from the aura of drama. Suddenly, interviews weren't about her music. They were about her love life, her parenting, her latest tweet. She'd walk into an award show and the headlines wouldn't read "Summer Wins," they'd read "Summer Speaks Awkwardly on Stage." Even her vulnerability, the very thing that built her fan base, became ammo against her. Financially, though, she stayed solid. Streams exploded, merch sold. Her heartbreak was basically monetized authenticity. The internet mocked her personal life while quietly keeping her in the top charts. The same people dragging her online were adding her songs to breakup playlists. By 2023, Summer seemed caught in a loop. Every scandal she tried to escape became the fuel for her next hit. When she dropped Clear 2, Soft Life EP, it felt like she was trying to heal in public again. Softer tone, calmer visuals. But the gossip wouldn't let her rest. Even her pregnancies and parenting choices became talking points for strangers debating her lifestyle. At some point, it stopped being about music entirely. Summer Walker became both the villain and the victim in her own story, trapped between the image of the broken empath and the ruthless strategist who knew exactly what chaos could do for her brand. Because let's be real, in today's industry, scandal isn't a setback, it's marketing. And Summer, whether intentionally or not, turned every L into algorithm gold. Reinvention, current status, and projects. After years of heartbreak headlines, canceled shows, and public meltdowns, you'd think Summer Walker would vanish for a while. But this woman knows how to turn ashes into aesthetics. If her early career was about raw emotion, her recent era is about controlled chaos. By 2023, Summer had quietly shifted her image from the shy R&B girl with social anxiety to a bossed-up mother of three with a growing empire. She wasn't just crying in studios anymore. She was building a brand. Her focus turned toward ownership, creative control, and a more spiritual, feminine, soft narrative that blended incense-burning serenity with a side of "Don't Play With Me." She released Clear 2, Soft Life EP, a stripped-down project that sounded like therapy sessions put to lo-fi beats. Gone were the long rants and revenge verses. In their place came mellow self-reflection, emotional maturity, and an unapologetic embrace of motherhood. It was like watching someone who'd been through every kind of chaos decide, okay, now I'm in charge of my own piece. But of course, this is still Summer Walker. The piece always has plot twists. In 2025, she dropped hints of an upcoming album called Finally Over It, reportedly the last in her Over It trilogy. Fans immediately started dissecting her lyrics, her posts, even her nail art for clues about who the songs might be about. She teased new singles like Heart of a Woman and Spend It, which showed a more evolved Summer. Still blunt and sensual, but wiser, more controlled, more expensive. Then came the headline-grabbing move that no one saw coming, the VMA appearance with her mysterious older, special friend. Dressed like 90s Pamela Anderson and feeding a silver-haired man cotton candy, Summer looked like she was soft-launching her next era, the luxury Rebrand. Rumors say he's a wealthy retired investor. Others whisper he's funding her creative ventures. Either way, Summer wasn't flinching. She told reporters, "Mind your business," and walked off smiling. That's not the Summer Walker who used to cry on Instagram Live. That's someone who finally realized being mysterious is better for engagement. Behind the scenes, her money moves are stacking up. She's sitting on an estimated $4 million net worth, fueled by sold-out merch drops, residuals from billions of streams, and writing credits that still pay out every month. Her collaborations read like an R&B Hall of Fame roll call. Drake, Usher, 21 Savage, Ari Lennox, even Kendrick Lamar. And every time one of those songs trends on TikTok, her bank account sings back up. At this point, Summer isn't chasing fame. She's curating her legacy. She's the rare artist who can post a messy breakup rant on Monday and have a platinum plaque by Friday. Whether she's genuinely found peace or just learned to monetize her storms, the result's the same. She's thriving. Because if there's one thing Summer Walker's taught us, it's that R&B doesn't just come from rhythm and blues anymore. It comes from receipts, rebrands, and resilience. Why it matters, legacy, and what she'll be remembered for. Summer Walker didn't just sing about heartbreak, she made it a lifestyle brand. In an industry where artists are expected to be polished, untouchable, and market-tested, she made imperfection look profitable. Every meltdown, every deleted post, every awkward acceptance speech became part of her mythology. The story of a woman too real for Hollywood, too emotional for PR coaching, but somehow exactly right for the internet age. She'll be remembered as the artist who proved that vulnerability could be both art and armor, that you could cry online, cancel shows, drag your ex publicly, and still dominate the charts. She cracked open a space for modern R&B that wasn't about being cool, it was about being relatable. Her messy transparency became a mirror for an audience raised on social media oversharing. Musically, she bridged generations, taking the pain of Mary J. Blige, the rawness of Erykah Badu, and wrapping it in trap soul production built for 2 a.m. playlists. Her voice, equal parts ache and attitude, turned songs like Girls Need Love, Playing Games, and Body into anthems for anyone tired of pretending relationships are simple. But her real legacy might be in how she redefined the R&B girl archetype. Before Summer, women in the genre were expected to be either angelic or tragic. Never both. She blurred that line completely. Tattoos, baby daddies, sage smoke, and platinum plaques. That's her aesthetic. She didn't chase the spotlight. She let chaos carry it to her doorstep and filmed from there. Critics will call her messy. Fans will call her real. And decades from now, when people talk about the era when R&B became therapy with a beat, her name will come up right beside SZA, H.E.R., and Jasmine Sullivan. Not just for her sound, but for her candor. Because at the end of the day, Summer Walker didn't just break the rules, she showed that in a world obsessed with being put together, sometimes the biggest flex is falling apart publicly, and still winning. Love her or drag her, one thing's undeniable. Summer Walker made being over it a cultural movement. So at this point, we have to ask, did Summer Walker really fall off? Or did she just master the art of falling forward? Every scandal that should have ended her career somehow became the trailer for her next era. She turned anxiety into empathy, heartbreak into headlines, and chaos into currency. Whether she's serenading pain or silently rebranding with a mystery millionaire, Summer Walker knows exactly how to keep the world watching. Because even when she disappears, she leaves breadcrumbs, a lyric, a live, a rumor, that pull everyone right back into the conversation. The truth is, Summer doesn't need to convince us she's perfect. She's built an empire on proving she's not. And in today's culture of curated everything, that kind of authenticity, even when it's messy, might just be the realest marketing strategy of all. From cleaning houses to cleaning up at award shows, from Heartbreak Hotel to high-fashion carpets, Summer Walker's story isn't a redemption arc. It's a reinvention loop. Every downfall births another hit, every rumor feeds another rollout. So love her or side-eye her, one fact stands tall. Summer Walker didn't just sing R&B, she lived it. And if history's any clue, she's not done rewriting what that means. Because while the rest of the industry is still chasing perfection, Summer's out here cashing checks off imperfection, and somehow making it sound beautiful.